This is an earthquake recording station. It's part of a seismic warning system established in 1946 by the United States Coast and Geodetic Survey. Seems a strange place for a true account of psychic phenomena to begin, doesn't it? But it's not so strange, really. Our research has taught us that unexplainable events can occur anywhere, at any time, but that they tend particularly to occur when the human mind and heart come in conflict with cataclysmic events or emotions. Still, nothing very cataclysmic seems to be happening here. But then disaster often begins quietly, doesn't it? Like this. The time, 5:15 a.m., Saturday, May 21st, 1960. Place, Chile. 15 miles beneath ground level, the earth gives a twitch and 1,500 persons die. 9 volcanoes come to life in the winter cold. At Rupanco, a landslide buries 113. At Keilen, 630 are drowned. In the following week, 12 earthquakes are recorded. The largest, the 6th, is measured on the Richter scale at 8.5, slightly greater than the San Francisco quake of 1906. Then tragedy compounds tragedy. Off the southern coast, an underwater slippage occurs. The result, tidal waves. The Japanese call them tsunami, seismic sea waves, moving at 425 miles an hour with a crest of no more than 3 feet. They're quite harmless until they reach solid land. First land ahead, Hawaii.
What's the distance between crests now? Woodruff?
Yeah.
What's the crest separation?
Between 80 and 100 miles, but they're getting closer.
Speed?
420 to 500.
6,800 miles. Say 420 an hour. 16 hours to Hilo.
I radioed a 12-hour alert. Do you want to repeat?
Order evacuation.
Well, you're always screaming for a bigger surf, Beach Boy.
No more, buddy. No more.
For a day and half a night, the Pacific rolls toward Hilo like a tablecloth being shaken for crumbs. Then it strikes its beach.
Four large waves from 6 to 15 feet in height struck the Hilo waterfront within 1 hour early this morning. Despite warnings, 8 persons are reported missing, 56. Damage is estimated at $50 million.
I gotta get that thing fixed. I think I'll take it down Saturday.
You do that.
Yeah, well, this time I mean it.
Good?
One of these days, I'll walk in here with a brand new one. And you'll just keel over. Yeah?
Why didn't the waves hit us here in Honolulu?
Well, they did.
No, I mean harder.
Well, I guess Hilo must have taken some of the snap out of them. We might not get off so easy the next time.
All those people.
What a sky. Hey, you know, this might not be a bad day to take off.
Well, I thought you fellas were so busy down there.
Well, what's the sense of living on the edge of an ocean if you can't get a little fun out of it? You do like it here, don't you, honey?
Will you stop worrying about me?
You don't mind being alone?
No.
Well, I wish you and some of the neighbors around here would get acquainted.
Just give us time.
Well, aren't you supposed to be out baking cookies for each other and fooling around with cucumber sandwiches, all that sort of thing?
And we just moved in. There's your ride.
I heard it. Now, look, you know the number out there. It's number...
Yes, Em, I know the number.
And if you get lonesome, the neighbor on that side is named Fryer.
Yes, Mama.
You be good now.
Oh, I'm safe enough here. We picked a good place to live in. We're a couple of lucky bums.
Goodbye, bum.
Goodbye, Mama.
Wednesday, May 25th, 1960. Mrs. Emmett North, polio victim, is alone on what is to become the longest day of her life. The time, 7:56 a.m.
Here's another one.
Oh, boy.
Mark it 7:56.
What's the wave measure?
Big and growing.
This was supposed to be a baby.
She's picked up speed, hitting about 480 now.
That'll put her at the islands around noon.
Or a little later. Send out the alert.
What about evacuation?
Tell them we'll watch it and let them know.
How long can it last, Lenny?
Lord knows.
By 9 o'clock, civil defense authorities have received and evaluated the seismic warning information and have again gone on the air. All persons in low-lying coastal areas throughout the islands are alerted for possible evacuation. Inevitably, there are some who fail to hear the warning. This, however, is to be expected. The alert will be repeated at half-hour intervals. If evacuation becomes necessary, the sirens will sound. But there are some who will not even hear the sirens. In Kailua, on the east coast of Oahu, a retired naval commander named Thomas A. Powers prepares to make the leisurely 10-mile trip into Honolulu to visit an old friend. Commander Powers is the guest of Captain H.L. Morgan. He's unfamiliar with Honolulu, and he is deaf.
Are you sure you've got the address?
What?
I say, have you got the address? I don't want you to get lost.
Certainly I've got the address. And you don't have to scream at me. I can hear better than you think I can.
You couldn't hear Big Bertha if it went off in your ear.
What?
I said... Never mind.
Well, if you're going to say something, say it. I'm late now.
Go on, go on.
I'll be back for dinner.
Take your time.
What?
I said fine, Tom. Fine.
All right, fine. Yeah.
Dearest Rebecca, I expect by now you've heard about our tidal wave. Hilo was terribly hit, but the danger, thank heaven, is past. Emmett is now working as a project engineer for the Navy. He's clear across the island, and I'm as lonesome as if he were on the moon.
Hey, North.
Oh, Webb! What are you doing way out here? Who's keeping the store?
Oh, I got a couple of admirals taking calls for me.
Good man.
Hey, did you hear the news?
No, what news?
There's a new tidal wave coming.
Another one?
Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. We're okay.
Oh, no, it's not me. It's my wife. She's all alone.
Well, you got neighbors, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they'll look after her.
Yeah.
Look, they're asking everybody to stay off the phones, but I'll check, see how she's getting along, okay?
Would you, Dick? I'd sure appreciate it.
Sure. Now, relax. There's nothing to worry about. It's probably just the usual warning. In fact, it's probably a false alarm. I'll see you.
Relax. It's just the usual warning. No real danger.
Evacuate.
Civil defense. Evacuate.
This is a tidal wave alert. Civil defense authorities have announced that a tidal wave is expected to hit the Hawaiian Islands in 10 minutes. Repeat, a tidal wave is expected to hit the islands in 10 minutes. All persons in lowland areas are ordered to evacuate.
Oh, all right. Now be calm. Think. Just think. Think. Oh. Police. Oh, of course, busy. Operator, I just now heard of the new alert. Well, I'm alone here, and I'm in a wheelchair, and I have no way of getting out of the house. Well, yes, I can walk a little, but you see, if I fall down, I can't get up again. Well, I can't go up and down steps. I understand that. Who can I call? Just a minute. All right, go ahead. Civil Defense Authority. Number 52571. Thank you. 52571. Oh. No. Now shut up. Just shut up!
There is in Honolulu one person whom the sound of the siren does not bother. The retired commander, Thomas Powers, can't hear it. And in addition to everything else, he is now hopelessly lost.
Of course.
Webb.
Dick, this is Margaret North.
Oh, hi, Mrs. North. I was just about to call you.
Is Emmett there?
No, he isn't. He's out checking on a job.
Oh.
You okay, Mrs. North?
Well, I can't seem to get anybody. I can't get the taxi, the police, or anybody.
Well, look, I'm going to call Pearl Harbor and have the Navy send somebody out to you. They should be there in about 20 minutes.
The alert said the wave was going to hit in 10 minutes. Dick!
Yeah, let's see now. Well, how about your neighbors?
Oh, what's wrong with me? Of course, yes.
Okay, Mrs. Nord. Now, you get in touch with your neighbors. And, well, if they're gone or something, well, you call me right back. But if I don't hear from you, I'll know that you're all right.
Yes, Dick, yes. Thank you. Operator, I just moved in here, and I want to call my neighbor, but I don't have her number. Her name, yes, it's Pryor. Forrest, something like that. I can't remember. Well, now listen, you're supposed to help. I know you're busy, but I can't walk that far. Never mind. Oh, wait. Hello? I need help. Help! Help! I can't get out of here!
A tidal wave is expected to hit the Hawaiian Islands in 5 minutes. Repeat, this is a tidal wave alert. You have 5 minutes in which to evacuate all low-lying coastal areas. This is a tidal wave alert.
Help! Stop, please! Please, stop! Somebody! Please! Stop, please! Please! Please, somebody! I can't.
There's no answer.
Well, that's what I keep telling you. She's gone with the neighbors. Now, we had it all worked out. If she hadn't been able to reach somebody, she was going to call me.
Yeah, but these lines have been pretty busy, Dick.
Well, now, look, Em, if she was there, she'd answer, wouldn't she?
Yeah, she must be all right.
That's what I keep telling you.
I hope so.
Please! 12:24. The white, sloping beaches. the waterfront towns, the bustling streets are quiet, cleared, waiting.
Please help me. Please. Oh, please. Somebody help me, please. Somebody, please help me. Oh, thank God.
What's the matter, madam? Are you ill?
I was alone and I fell.
What?
I said thank you for stopping. I was so frightened by the tidal wave.
Tidal wave? What tidal wave?
Did you hear the radio and the sirens?
No.
Then how did you hear me?
Very plain. You said, somebody help me, please, somebody help me. You shouted that.
No, I didn't. I whispered it.
Come on, let's get out of here. I don't know how I'm going to be able to thank you for this. Why, I was headed for the beach. I might have drowned. You saved my life.
What evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
From a lonely house high on a gale-swept cliff, a curtain flaps at an open window. A path leads from the lonely house down past sharp crags and mossy rock, down to the wave-lashed beach below.
Come along, my darling. We're almost to the beach.
Kurt, I'm frightened.
There. Feel the wet sand beneath our feet.
Yes?
Listen. Listen to those waves, Lyra, crashing against the shore.
Kurt, no.
Look at them, black and hungry. They know. The waves know why we're coming to them.
I'm afraid.
Hold tightly to my hand. Soon, my darling, we'll be together once again for all eternity. Slowly, slowly now. Down into the water. Don't look back.
Kurt, does it hurt to die?
No, Lyra, no. See, the water swirling above our knees.
Wet and cool.
Above our waist. Above our shoulders. Higher. Still higher.
Kurt.
Oh, we die.
I'm gone! No, help! Save me! Help me! I don't want to die.
Wake up, Lyra, for heaven's sake, wake up.
Oh.
Celeste? Yes, darling, your sister. It's all right, Lyra, you're all right. You were just having a bad dream.
Dream? No. I was on the beach. In the water. With my husband. With Kurt.
With Kurt? Oh, no, Lyra, no. Don't you remember?
What?
He's dead. Kurt was drowned last night.
Margot and I came right down as soon as we got your message, Celeste.
Oh, I'm awfully glad you're here, Mr. Cranston.
So are we, Celeste. Especially if there's anything we can do to help.
Yes, after all, Kurt Sander was a friend of mine, even though I didn't see him for some time.
Oh, I'm sure you can help, both of you. We'll see Lyra in just a moment. She was still sleeping when I went in. The doctor prescribed all the rest she could get.
Of course.
This is a beautiful view from this window. Beach down there below the cliffs and the sea beyond.
Yes. Kurt loved solitude.
There's a wind rising. Must be a storm coming up.
It was just this kind of a day that Lyra and Kurt went sailing.
You mean when Kurt was lost?
Yes.
Still haven't told us what did happen, Celeste. Perhaps before we see Lyra, we should know.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, they were out sailing. A violent squall came up and the boat capsized.
How awful.
Apparently, Kurt struck his head against the boat when it turned over on him.
I see.
Anna, our housekeeper, and I were shopping at the time. When we got back, we found Lyra down on the beach, nearly dead from shock and exhaustion.
How is she now?
Well, physically, the doctor says she'll be all right, but... Oh, Mr. Cranston, it's her mind. She insists that she's going to die.
Die?
She thinks that Kurt's spirit has returned to take her back with him into the sea.
How terrible.
She says they had some kind of a weird pact with death. Oh, do you think you'll be able to reason with her, Mr. Cranston?
Try, Celeste. I'll do everything I can.
I'll see if she's awake now. I'll be right back.
Lamont, darling, what are you looking at?
These books on spiritualism. I'd almost forgotten.
Forgotten what?
Kurt Sander was a student and a firm believer in life after death.
All right, Mr. Cranston.
All right. Come on, Margot.
He just woke up.
I see.
Lyra. Lyra, this is Lamont Cranston.
Lamont Cranston?
Yes, Mrs. Sander. I was a friend of Kurt's, and this is Margot Lane.
Hello, Lyra.
You've come to take me away, haven't you? You must take me away from this house.
No, they can't, Lyra. You know you can't leave yet, not until you're better.
But I can't stay here. He'll come back for me.
No, he won't, Mrs. Sander.
Yes, he will. He said, if I should die before you, my darling, I'll return from wherever I may be and take you with me.
No, Mrs. Sander, that isn't possible.
But it is. He'll come back. I mustn't stay here. He'll come back for me. He'll come back.
Lamont, listen.
Kurt? Kurt, is that you?
Lyra.
Quiet. Get back, Margot. I'm going to throw open those French windows and grab whoever...
Oh.
It's a woman.
It's Anna, our housekeeper, Mr. Cranston. Anna, what on earth were you doing?
I just wanted you to let me in the door.
Why didn't you come in through the back?
I just came up from the beach. I was gathering clams for dinner.
All right, Anna. Come inside so I can shut these doors again.
You best shut them tight.
Why?
I've been down on the beach, and I've seen it.
Seen what, Anna? Well, Anna, what did you see down on the beach?
I saw another storm coming up. Another storm like the one the night Mr. Sander died.
Who is it? Kurt! No! Help!
Sandra. It's Lamont.
Oh, Lamont.
You're all right.
Lamont, what is this? What happened?
I don't know, Margot. What made you scream, Mrs. Sandra?
Well, I was asleep, and something woke me up. I felt cold fingers around my throat. It was Kurt. He's come for me.
Look, Lamont, the French doors.
Wind must have blown them open. That's probably what woke her up. I'll have a look outside.
It was Kurt.
No, Mrs. Sandra.
Oh, what happened, Margot? I was asleep. I heard a scream.
She thought someone was in the room, her husband.
Oh, no, darling. It just couldn't be.
Right, Mrs. Sandra. There's no sign of anyone. You merely had another bad dream.
That's what you say.
Anna.
I've been outside the room, listening. It was him, wasn't it? He's lonely. He's come back.
Anna, what are you trying to do?
Go back to your room, Anna.
All right. But I know. I know.
Now, Mrs. Sandra, try to understand it. It was all in your mind. Do you understand?
Yes. All in my mind.
Now try to go back to sleep. Celeste.
Yes.
I think it'd be a good idea if you slept in here for the rest of the night.
Oh, yes, of course, I will.
Come on, Margot.
What is it, Lamont? There is something wrong, I can tell.
Let's get your coat. Going to do a little investigating.
But-
I lied in order not to frighten Mrs. Sandra. I found this just outside the French doors.
Seaweed.
Yes, seaweed. That someone or something brought up from the ocean below.
Oh. Who's there? The door. Someone.
It's me, Mrs. Sander. Anna.
Anna.
Shh. Don't wake Miss Celeste.
No, I won't.
Come with me. It's about him.
About him?
Hurry.
All right, Anna.
That's right. Now through this door. Across the hall. And into this room.
This was Kurt's room.
Yes. And look, here on the desk.
Picture of me. My necklace.
If he was to get these things that belong to you, then maybe he'd go back to the sea and leave you alone.
That's insane,
I'll
Anna.
take them to him.
You know where he is?
In the cave at the bottom of the cliff.
How do you know? Have you seen him? Have you?
No. There's a black pool in the cave. And I've seen strange footprints around.
No!
Things live in that pool. Terrible things that come up from the sea.
Anna, don't! Don't go near there, please.
I'll be all right. Nothing will harm me.
No, Anna!
He doesn't want me, Miss Lyra. He wants you. But what are we looking for, Lamont?
Anything here on the beach, Margaret, that might give us a clue as to who or what lit the seaweed outside Lyra's room?
You think someone has taken advantage of Kurt's death to deliberately frighten Lyra out of her mind?
It seems to be the logical explanation right now.
That old housekeeper, Anna's certainly been acting strangely enough.
Yes. I haven't been able to make up my mind yet whether Anna's a slightly demented old servant or a very shrewd woman. Then another thought has crossed my mind.
What's that?
Kurt was a very odd person, as I remember him, Margot. Moody, introspective, and, as we know, a firm believer in spiritualism.
Well, you aren't suggesting that there might be some basis for this wild idea Lyra has about Kurt returning from the dead?
Nobody's ever discovered just how far spiritualism can go, Margot.
That's a fantastic idea, Lamont.
Fantastic and terrible. But an idea we may have to consider. We're going to learn the truth about Lyra's dream of death.
So dark in this cave. There's the pool. The black bubbling pool. Don't be scared, Anna. Dead things can't harm honest folk. Put the lantern down over here. Kneel down by the pool. Now, give him the things. Give him the things and tell him to go away. Leave us alone. First the picture. Then the necklace. Now, someone kicked over the lantern. Who's there? Who's there? Coming closer. Someone covered seaweed. Kurt! You! No, you're dead. Go away, no, don't! Oh, you're pushing my head under the water.
Lamont, look up ahead.
Good Lord, come on.
Lamont. Body here in the water by the edge of the shore.
Yes. It's Anna, the housekeeper.
Is she dead?
Yes, drowned apparently, and the body washed ashore. This is strange, Margot.
What?
There are finger marks around her neck. Someone deliberately held her head under the water.
No. Lamont, what are you doing?
Trying to pry something loose. She's clutched in her hand. There.
What? It's a torn piece of cloth, and there's a gold button on it.
Yes, the kind of button that's usually found on men's yachting jackets.
And Kurt was in sailing clothes when he died.
Yes, Margot, he was. Hey, look here. It's a faint trail in the sand.
Looks as though Anna's body was dragged down here.
Trail leads up to a kind of opening in the cliff. Come on.
Lamont, I just don't understand.
Neither do I, but there must be a logical explanation behind all this. I've got a feeling we're getting close to the answer.
Oh, I certainly hope so.
Here we are. It's kind of a tunnel into the base of the cliff.
You're not going in?
Yes. Stay behind me. I'll use my flashlight.
Why, it's a big cave.
Yes.
Do you see anything?
Black pool of water in the center of the cave.
You sure that's all?
Yes?
Oh, thank heavens. Let's get out of here. It gives me the creeps.
Quiet, Mark.
What?
Look out through the mouth of the cave. Out there on the beach. Someone kneeling down by Anna's body.
What? It's Celeste.
Yes. What would Lyra's sister be doing out there on the beach at this time?
She's coming towards us.
She's following the same trail up here we followed. Stand back, Margot. I'll switch off the flash.
Kurt, are you in there?
Lamont.
What's that? Kurt, was that you?
No, sir.
Lamont, she's running away up the path to the house.
Yes.
Lamont, do you realize what this means?
I'm beginning to, Margot.
Kurt is alive, not dead. He must be the one who's trying to drive Lyra mad. Anna must have found out the truth, and that's why he killed her.
Perhaps and perhaps not, Margot. Now I think I can find out.
How?
I think Celeste will tell me a great deal when she talks to the shadow.
The gun. The gun, it must be. Oh, yes, here it is. Who's there? Who laughed?
Shadow laughed, Celeste.
The shadow. But the gun. Somebody took the gun from my hand. But who? Where?
No one sees the shadow.
Shadow, what do you want?
What were you going to do with this gun, Celeste?
Why,
Were you going to kill your sister, Lyra?
No, why should I do that?
Because you haven't been able to make her kill herself the way you and Kurt planned.
That's not true.
Kurt's not dead. You've been working together. That's true, isn't it, Celeste?
No.
Kurt was in love with you, wasn't he? But Lyra stood in your way.
Oh, yes, he was in love with me. He begged me to marry him.
Then Kurt is alive.
Yes, that's why I came for the gun. He's out of his mind. He killed Anna, and he'll kill my sister, too.
What were you doing down on that beach by Anna's body?
I was looking for Lyra. She's gone. Oh, he'll kill her, don't you understand? Oh, Shadow, you've got to find him before it's too late.
Shadow will find the truth, Celeste. If you've lied, I'll be back. You will answer to the shadow.
are you in there?
Try the door, Lamont. Empty.
Yes, Celeste told the shadow the truth. Kurt must have taken her off somewhere.
The French doors are standing wide open again.
Yes, look at this, Margot, over here. Some muddy footprints on the carpet.
What'll we do?
I don't... Wait a minute. Margot, this isn't mud on these footprints. It's slime. Green slime. The kind that grows on rocks.
You think Kurt has taken her to the cave?
I don't know, Margot. All I know is we better get back there as fast as we can. Here we are, Margot. Be careful going into the cave.
Oh, Lamont, it's so dim in here.
I couldn't afford to bring my flashlight, darling. We'd make too good a target.
Yes, if Kurt's as mad as he appears to be, he'd probably shoot first and ask questions later.
Easy now, darling.
Come on. Over there.
Good Lord.
It's Kurt and Lyra.
Lyra! I'm coming, Lyra. Try to hold on. Lyra!
Kurt. Oh, Kurt.
It's all right, Lyra. I've got you.
Oh, Lamont. He had a gun. He was going to kill me. I grabbed his arm and it went off.
Lyra?
She's fainted, Lamont.
Let her lie here for a moment. I better have a look at Kurt.
Well?
I'll have to light a match.
Lamont, what?
He's dead, Margot.
Why, I suppose it's just as well.
Yes, I think it is, Margot. Look at this over here.
Yes. A shallow grave. Good heavens, you mean he was going to kill Lyra and bury her in there?
No, Margot, I mean that Kurt Sander came out of this grave. Lyra's shot didn't kill him. He's been dead for at least 2 days.
Lamont, why on earth are we leaving the cave with Lyra still in there with that body?
No time to explain, Margot. I want you to get up the house right away and be careful.
Oh, is that all?
Yes.
But, Lamont...
By the time you get there, Margot, the shadow will have trapped the real killer.
What? Oh, I'm still in the cave. All alone. I've got to get out of here. Kurt's body. It was by the pool. Now it's gone. What? Noise. There's someone in the cave. Oh, Lamont, is that you? Why don't you answer? There, I can almost see you now. I can almost see you. Kurt! Kurt, it's you! No, it can't be you. You're dead. Keep away. Keep away.
Why did you kill me, Lyra?
Oh, I didn't, Kurt, I swear.
Yes, you did, Lyra. You must confess. Tell the truth.
No.
If you don't, Lyra, I'll tell them. I'll tell them your story of how I drowned was a lie.
No.
Tell them you killed me 2 days ago in this cave.
Please.
I'll tell them how you crushed my skull with a rock.
No,
I'll tell them how you killed Anna, too. Covered yourself with seaweed and pretended to be me.
No.
Then confess. Confess.
All right, I did. I killed Anna. I killed you both. Now go away. Laugh. You're not Kurt?
No, Lyra.
Who are you? Who are you?
The shadow.
No.
Yes, Lyra. You confess to the shadow. You've condemned yourself to death, Lyra. Because now the shadow knows.
Lamont, it's incredible. I can hardly believe that Lyra is a murderer.
Well, apparently she's a violently jealous woman, Margot. Kurt arranged a rendezvous with her near the cave, asked her for a divorce. Told her he wanted to be free to marry her younger sister, Celeste. She flew into a jealous rage, killed him, left his body in the cave.
Then her story of the drowning, her dream of death, all those weird happenings, even Anna's murder, were done to frighten people away from here so that no one would learn the truth.
Yes. After she killed Anna, after we started investigating, she became panicky.
So she decided to dispose of Kurt's body.
Exactly. In the dim light, we thought Kurt and Lyra were struggling together. When she heard me call to her, she fired a shot in a crazy last-ditch effort to make us think that Kurt had been alive up to that point. Was responsible for everything.
Oh, how horrible. And stupid.
Yes?
Well, it's all over now, thank goodness.
Yes, all over. Except that soon Lyra will be going to her death. This time, it won't be a dream.
Baby, dance, come and dance with me. Hear the beat of the pounding sea. Ride, baby, ride, come and ride with me. Let your feet go easy and free. Glide, baby, glide right into my arms like the waves coming to the shore. Side, baby, side, let me hear you sigh. That's what I'm waiting for. Come on, they're playing our rhythm. Let's keep with that beat rhythm. We'll move our feet with them. Ain't nothing to serve her heaven. Kiss, baby, kiss just one more time. Put your lips so close to mine. Dance, baby, dance to the surfer dance. Woo, you're moving just fine. Kiss, baby, kiss just one more time. Put your lips so close to mine. Dance, baby, dance to the surfer dance. Woo, you're moving just fine. Keep on pushing that line. Surfing, baby, of mine. Surfing, baby, of mine. Woo! Surfing, baby, of mine. Surfing, baby, of mine. Woo! Surfing, baby, of mine. Surfing, baby, of mine.
Hey, Tom, what are you doing out there? Making like a fish?
Hey, do you want to wait for him?
Nah, I'm hungry. We could starve before he gets in.
I'm with you. Hey, take it easy, sport.
Mayonnaise, mustard, and some pickle relish, and just a little bit of sand.
Oh, that's funny.
Where's the body?
It's right down there.
Where's the body?
She's over there, Sheriff. Follow me.
All right, where were you kids when this thing happened?
Well, I was just over there with Richard. We started...
Wait a minute. One at a time. What's your full name?
Richard Lindsay.
Where do you live, Richard?
Right up there in that house.
Hey, Scott, come here. What do you make of this?
Claw prints leading to that culvert. Where does the other end go?
It dumps into the ocean.
Well, Sheriff, it's not the claw print of any fish in this area.
The men at the lab can't tie it down either. They suggested that you, being an authority on fish, might know what it is.
Well, it's amazing. It looks exactly like the South American Fantigua fish. That's a carnivorous man-eater. It can live in or out of water. Weighs about 100 pounds.
Well, that's a pretty good size, but whatever made that print had to weigh at least 250 pounds or more.
Well, I'm afraid that's the best I can do for you. It certainly looks like the Fantigua to me. It could be a mutation, of course. Some of the studies we've been doing here at the lab on mutations are amazing.
Mutated. Could this Fantigua fish grow large enough to come out on land? I mean, could it breathe out of water?
Yes, it could breathe out of water if it could retain fluid in its lungs. And as a mutation, our studies show it could grow quite large. I hope you can take one alive, Sheriff. It would be a boon to science.
Now, hold on, Doctor. I still believe that a human clawed that girl to death, not a fish, no matter how big. And we'll get him, too. Probably some madman.
Or one of those surfers that hang around the beach all the time. They're capable of anything, even murder.
You think so? Strange. I always found them to be a nice bunch of kids just trying to find themselves.
They'll find themselves in your jail one day. I tell you, Sheriff, something's got to be done about them. The boys are nothing but a bunch of loafers, and the girls are little tramps. They contribute absolutely nothing to a decent society.
Well, that's not my department, Dr. Lindsay. Right now, I've got to find a murderer. Thank you for your help. I'll tell the men at the lab about this Fantigua fish just to be on the safe side. I'll let you know if we find one.
Please do.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Funny, I was swimming just where she was killed just a few hours before. It could have been me. I should have stayed around. I missed all the excitement.
Excitement? Bunny's dead. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
What should it mean to me? What's the matter, Richard? Sorry it isn't me dead on that beach? You know, we should really try to get along together. For your father's sake. Just one big, happy family.
Save some of that jazz for Dad, Vicky. He's the one that needs it.
Why, I'm a very loving little wife.
Don't give me that. I know exactly what you've been doing.
Oh, and what have I been doing?
Just keep away from me, Vicky. Don't push me too far.
Why, is that any way to talk to your stepmother?
Stepmother? You're not fit to be anybody's mother. Don't ever do that again, Vicky. I'm warning you.
Warning me? Ha! Now you sound like Otto when he's in one of his crazy tantrums.
Vicky? Richard? Where are you?
Remember what I said.
In the bar, darling.
Good evening, Vicky. Hi, son. I bumped into the sheriff as I was pulling in. He told me about Bunny. I'm sorry, son. It's a tragic thing to have happen.
Oh, yes, poor Richard. It's upset him terribly.
I've got to get over to Janie's, Dad. She's been taking this pretty hard.
Oh, I was hoping we could spend some time together. Some interesting things have been happening over at the lab. Remember that experiment you were helping me with?
Dad, not tonight. Jane's been half out of her mind over this.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Can I see you a minute, Rich? Good evening, sir.
Evening, Mark.
See you in the morning, Dad. Let's go to your room.
He hasn't too much time for you lately, has he?
No, he hasn't been in the lab for months. Ever since the accident, he's let his work slip. Just hangs around the beach with those tramps. Vicky, I just can't understand his attitude.
I think Mark is playing on his sympathy. That limp's pretty convenient. It's gotten him a nice home.
I thought you liked Mark.
I was just being nice. That was over a year ago. How long is he going to stay?
Well, after all, Richard was driving when they had the accident. He still feels responsible for the injury to Mark's leg.
So his brakes went out. It wasn't his fault. Does he have to carry Mark for the rest of his life? Do we all?
Vicky, he's my son, and this is his home. If he wants Mark here, if he feels it's important, we'll all have to make the best of it.
Your son. Everything for your son. What about me? That Mark, the sculptor, he's got his pottery all over this house.
I thought you liked posing for him. You said he was doing your statue.
Oh, Otto, you're blind. Can't you see he's using you? He's taking advantage of you. Why, that accident was the luckiest thing that ever happened to him. And to ensure his soft touch, he'll lean more and more on Richard. He'll take him away from you completely, just as he's taken him from your lab.
He can't do that. Not after all the plans I've made. Richard and I are going into research. I planned it for years.
Oh, Lord, am I sick of hearing about that. Otto, you're hurting me.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. Until I met you, my only happiness was planning for my son. Vicky, I love you both very much. Nothing or no one will ever take either of you from me.
All right, Otto, let's forget it. You get so emotional. Ooh, I'll be bruised for weeks.
I'm sorry, dear. I didn't mean to hurt you.
All right, Otto, let's go. It's late. Had you forgotten the board of directors dinner tonight?
Good Lord, I did forget. I don't suppose we could get out of it.
Hardly. You know, I do so look forward to those cozy little dinners. Let's talk about the murder tonight and really shake them up.
Oh, Vicky, stop it. Come on, let's go.
You're wrong about Vicky. You just don't understand her. You don't give her a chance.
Mark, look, let's forget it. What'd you want to see me about?
Oh, a couple of things. One, Dale dropped by some film he said you wanted to see.
Oh, the film on Hawaii. Where is it?
It's on the projector. And I wanted to show you something I did.
Let's take a look at it. I'll just have time to run it before I go to Janie's.
What is it with you and this surfing jazz? All of a sudden, it's such a big thing.
Listen, Mark, I'm just beginning to realize there's more to life than just test tubes and fish. I'm going to live a little before I settle down again. I'm going to grab my girl and get married, and then I'm going to surf on the beach at Waikiki before I get too old to enjoy it.
I've got a feeling that is not what your father had in mind.
I know. I haven't found a way to tell him yet, but well, I've got to live my own life, Mark, not the one Dad's picked out for me. Life's too short. Today proved it. Bunny's gone just like that. I just want to store up some happiness for Janie and me before our time comes.
Rich, if the accident or my living in this house had caused you to change your plans, to give up your career...
Mark, the accident just opened my eyes to what I've been doing. Or rather, what I haven't been doing. I want you to stop taking life so seriously. Man, it goes by too fast. Too fast to waste. Come on, get the lights. Well, you see these films. The surf is great. Boy, I've got to show these to Janie. She'll flip. Hey, I've got to get going.
Hold it, hold it. Now, there's something else I want to show you, and it'll only take a minute.
All right, buddy, what is it?
It's in my room. Come on. It's over here. Rich, this is what I wanted you to see.
It looks like Bunny.
I used her as a model a couple of months ago. I was wondering, do you think her folks would like to have it now?
I'm sure they would. Why don't you take it over to them?
Well, it might be better if you took it over. I've never met her folks.
Come on, Mark, why don't you get off it? Stop being afraid of people. You made it, you take it over.
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, I'll take it over tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got to get going. Say, why don't you come with me? We'll stop by Bunny's house on the way back.
Oh, I can't tonight. I've got to work on Vicky's statue.
Yeah. I'll see you.
Vicky.
Are you sure you don't mind if we don't go down on the beach today? After Bunny,
Of course not, I understand. Besides, there's plenty of sun around the pool.
You know, I still can't realize she's gone. Such a horrible death. The killer must be some kind of monster to color up like that.
Don't feel bad, honey. Let's try and forget it. I still love you, remember?
My, what a touching little scene.
Hi, Vicky.
I see you brought one of your little mermaids home. How nice. Well, I'm going down to the beach before I play model for Mark, so you'll have the house all to yourselves. Have fun, children.
Don't, Richard. You're right, it is beautiful by the pool.
Let's go to the bar. I want to talk to you.
Okay.
You want a Coke?
No, thanks.
It's too bad the killer made a mistake. He should have hit Her Highness, the evil queen.
That's nothing to joke about.
Who's joking? The charming conversation she gave us just now will show you what's on her mind most of the time. How a man like Dad fell into that. He's well known in the field of oceanography, and her cute little title for him in company is Fish Doctor. Real dignity, huh?
I know how you feel, Richard, but she's still his wife, and there's no way you can change that.
If he could only see her for what she really is. A two-timing, cheating...
Hey, are you going to let her ruin our whole day? I thought we were going swimming.
You're right, lady. Come on. It's amazing. Every time she sees me, she's just got to bug me.
Of course. She knows just how to get you mad, and you haven't sense enough to realize that she's doing it on purpose. You're not terribly bright, are you? You know, I really don't know what I see in you.
Oh, that's so.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty fancy, but watch this. Hey, Rich. Hi, Janie. Hi, Mark.
Come on in, Mark. The water's great.
Oh, I can't. Vicky's coming over to pose this afternoon. She'll be here any minute.
Not this minute. She just left for a swim down at the beach. Oh? She'll be gone at least an hour. Come in for a swim, Mark. It'll do your leg good.
No, I can't. Maybe later.
Come on, Mark. It won't hurt you to get wet. Oh, come on.
Oh, cut it out, Rich. That isn't funny.
Hey, Mark, he's only kidding.
Oh, sorry. Kind of edgy today, I guess. I just left Bunny's folks. I took over that statue I showed you.
Well, how'd they like it?
Oh, fine. But they're taking it pretty hard. Police can't give them much information. Still no clue as to who killed her. And Bunny's dad is really upset. You wouldn't believe what he thinks of the sheriff.
Oh, you can't blame him. The whole thing gives me the creeps. It was so horrible.
What gets me is we were all so close and couldn't do anything. If only she could have screamed to let us know she was in trouble, maybe we could have reached her in time.
Well, her parents don't blame any of you. They understand. I guess we'll just have to leave it up to the police and see what they find out.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, you two were supposed to be swimmers.
So, swim! Hey, so it's all right for you to throw me in the pool, huh?
You're the water lover around here, sport, not me.
Oh, cut it out, Tarzan!
That's right. You Tarzan, her Jane.
Oh, you're Satan!
Hey, I better get out of here before I get killed. I'll see you later.
You know, he's really a good guy. But I worry about him. He spends too much time by himself.
You're going to be by yourself if you don't watch out. You never pay any attention to me. Oh, wow.
Okay, Esther Williams, you're pretty fancy. But watch this. Watch close now. This is the kind of dive you won't see every day.
I can believe that.
Am I late?
Only about an hour and a half. Where were you?
I thought I'd take a swim.
Well, you're here now. Shall we get started?
Don't be so grumpy, darling. I'm ready.
In the wrong position.
You know, you artists fascinate me. You're so different from other men.
Not in all ways. Men are men.
Before I married Otto, I had a lot of friends. All men, of course. They're so much easier to get along with.
You keep moving.
But now I don't have any friends anymore. I'll bet you know what it's like to be lonely. You do understand. Oh, you really are lonely, aren't you?
Please, Vicky.
Oh, Mark, don't you think we run this little game into the ground?
But Vicky.
But Vicky what? Did you think I'd make love to a cripple? Be grateful for small favors, Mark.
Kill her. I could kill her!
Dad should be out of the lab any minute now. Thanks for coming along. Got a feeling he's gonna lecture me. I'm not up to it today.
Uh-oh, here comes Big Daddy now.
Thanks for picking me up. Well, Mark, how'd it go at the doctor's today?
About the same. Still no feeling in the leg. I keep telling him we should be giving it more exercise. Why don't you come swimming with us tonight and work it out a little?
Swimming? I thought you said you'd come back to the lab with me after dinner.
I'm sorry, Dad. Janie and I are going to a big party down on the beach tonight. I should have checked with her sooner.
Check with Jane? What about your work? How much longer do you think I can make excuses for you at the lab?
I want to talk to you about that, but not now.
Why not? Mark knows how I feel. We can talk in front of him.
It's got nothing to do with Mark.
I'm not so sure. You weren't like this before the accident. Look, I've spent years and money building up a reputation for you to follow in. Now look, son, what are you thinking of?
Dad, look out. I've had enough accidents for a while.
I'm sorry, but you're driving me crazy with this I don't care attitude of yours. Richard, what are you going to do?
Rich, pull over here. We're almost home. I can walk back, then you and your dad can talk it out.
Buddy, what kind of a friend are you?
Mark's right. Let him out. We're going to talk this out right now.
You said I needed the exercise, remember?
So long. All right, Dad. Now hear me out without interrupting, okay?
Okay.
While I was in the hospital, I realized how close Mark and I came to being killed. You know, they say your whole life flashes before you? Well, mine did. Dad, ever since high school and college, all I've done is study and work. We never did take those vacations we talked about. We spent them all in the lab.
I thought you liked the work we did together. Enjoyed oceanography.
I did. I do. But I want a little vacation. I want to find out about the other things in life. Dad, I want to play a little.
Play? Good Lord, Richard, there's more to life than play. It's a serious business. Now, these past few months are lost. You can never get them back again.
I don't want them back. I wouldn't give up what I found for anything.
And what have you found? That you can swim in the ocean on a board? Do you think those beach tramps will help your career? Or do you expect me to finance your playtime forever?
I have the money Mother left me if I'm too much of a burden for you.
That's it, Richard. I don't want to hear any more about it.
Well, what's the fight about this time?
Oh, my son prefers a life of play to work.
So, who doesn't?
Well, I won't allow it. I will not stand by and see him throw his life away. That's for his own good. I'll stop him somehow.
Sure you will.
Don't you care about this? How it affects me?
Frankly, Otto, I've had it up to here with you and your precious son. I don't care what you do with him. Just leave me alone.
So that's what it's come to with us. Is there nothing left?
We didn't have a heck of a lot to start with, lover. You got what you paid for. There were no guarantees.
Oh, Vicky, can't we?
We can't anything. Can't you get that through your head?
Vicky? Oh, Vicky!
What did you want?
Don't you feel anything for me anymore?
Otto, we've been married 5 years. The honeymoon's over.
Not for me, it isn't.
Otto, stop it.
Vicky, I love you very much.
You love your son. And those stupid fish.
But you knew that 5 years ago.
For months on end, you've left me alone in this house. You and Richard tied to that lab of yours. Well, if you'd really loved me, you would have taken me out. Gone on trips. Well, 100 things married people do together. Not used me when it was convenient for you.
How can you say that? I've given you everything you've ever asked for.
There are some things even money can't buy.
Oh, please, darling. Let's start all over again. You've always wanted to go to Europe. We can see Paris.
It's too late, Otto. Can't you understand? It's too late.
Vicky, we can't go on like this. Can't you even try to make a new start?
Yes, I'd like a new start. Away from you.
I won't let you go, Vicky.
Do you think you can stop me? How? How, Otto?
You're mine, and I keep what's mine, always.
Always is a long time. I wouldn't count on it.
Vicky, you're up. Oh, what's the use?
I can't wait to see you either, darling. It has been a long time. Well, I'm ready now. No trouble at all. I'll just tell him I'm going out with the girls. Okay. Malibu Shack. About half an hour. Okay, now don't be late. Okay. Bye.
Oh, Vicky, come here.
What is it, darling?
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, I'm going out with the girls.
You've got a date, haven't you?
Why, Otto, you do surprise me.
Vicky, I don't want you going out tonight. There's a killer loose around the beach.
A killer? Oh, really, Otto? That's reaching, even for you. Ta-ta.
washing down the beach.
Hey, let's hit the surf!
Yeah, let's go, boy.
I ain't got no surfboard. Let's go home.
Oh, Tom, I left my fins up in the blanket. Could you get them for me?
Oh, you'd forget your head if it wasn't attached.
Rich, help! Richard, help!
You killed him! You monster! Mark killed him! I saw him!
Rich, it's not true. Why should I kill Tom? It was some kind of a monster. A crazy-looking thing with a big fish head and some kind of a claw.
Mark, wait a minute. A monster here on the beach? Look, he's all clawed up. Just like Bunny was.
We'd better call the sheriff. Richard, you can't believe that I did it.
I'll call the sheriff. Brad, watch things, will you? You bet I will.
When did this happen?
Just before I called you. 20 or 30 minutes ago.
Somebody sure got it in for you, kids. This makes two.
You think there's a connection between Bunny's death and Tom's?
Nobody else has sighted a monster, did you say? I know it sounds crazy, but I swear that's what I saw. You've got to believe me. I was walking down the beach when I saw Tom struggling with this thing. I called to you, but you didn't hear me. By the time I reached Tom, he was lying on the blanket, dead. Well, what happened to this thing, this monster? It ran away. I tried to follow, but it was too late.
There's your monster! I saw him! Choking Tom! Killing Tom! You did it! You!
Easy now. Take it easy.
She's crazy. She's wrong, Sheriff. We'll go down to the station, and you, young lady, can make a written statement of what you've seen.
Are you arresting Mark, Sheriff?
Not for the moment. I just want his statement. This young lady's made a serious charge. I've got to look into it. Scott, stay here with the body till the ambulance comes, will you? I want pictures of this whole area for the boys down at the lab. You kids get some clothes on, then we'll go down to the station. I might as well get all these statements at once.
Sue's pretty upset. Does she have to come now?
She'll be all right. The doctor at the station will give her a sedative. God, stop him! He's out of range. It's no use. So your friend saw a monster, eh?
That looks bad, Sheriff. But I can't believe he'd kill anyone. I know Mark.
Well, somebody's out after you kids, and right now he gets my vote.
Oh, thanks for the wonderful evening, Paul. Just like old times. I'll call you soon. Bye.
Mark. Mark. It's Vicky. Mark? Is that you, Mark?
Hey, take it easy. It's my car you're driving, remember?
Don't worry, honey.
You know, that's the first time I was ever in a police station. All those questions.
I know what you mean. They made me feel guilty. I sure wish I knew where Mark was.
Richard, do you think the sheriff was right? That the same person that killed Bunny killed Tom?
What if Mark's right? What if it isn't a person at all? Some kind of a sea monster.
Oh, that's a scary thought. I don't think I'll ever go down on that beach again.
Not till the killer's caught, anyway. You know, Dad and I were working on mutations at the lab a few months ago. And Dr. Schiller in Switzerland put out a paper on the same thing. It seems that by certain radioactivity in KCl beams, he grew a turtle to 3 times its normal size.
Do you really believe Mark's story?
Mark's not a liar. He had no earthly reason to kill Tom or Bunny. The only thing the sheriff has on him is Sue's accusation. He wasn't even on the beach when Bunny was killed.
Well, we didn't see him anyway.
No, it's not Mark. I had a very funny feeling about all this. Why hasn't anyone else seen the killer? Why has it struck only one of our group? What could it possibly have against us?
What if the killer is someone we know?
Maybe it's something about the area. Listen, Janie, both killings occurred in the same place, right on the beach below my house.
What's your house got to do with it?
Not the house, but the area. What if there's some place for the killer to return to hide and wait in? That rock cave, for instance.
Hey, where are you going?
Taking you home, and I'm going back to the beach and look around.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm going with you.
You're not. It might be dangerous.
Well, then I'm definitely not going to let you go down there alone. I'm going with you, and that's that. What are we looking for?
I don't know. Something that shouldn't be here, I guess.
Well, the sheriff's men have been all over this sand, and they haven't found anything.
Wait here, Janie. I'll just be a minute, honey.
Okay, be careful.
I guess I was wrong. Couldn't find a thing. I was so sure there was something about this place.
Ooh, let's get out of here. This whole place gives me the creeps.
We'll go to my house and make you some hot coffee. Guess I'm not a detective after all. I'll have to find another way to help Mark.
Richard's father. He just killed Mark.
We've got to stop him, Sheriff. I think he's gone mad.
Now, take it easy, son. We'll stop him.
Hurry, Sheriff. He's getting away.
No, he won't. Car 127. Car 127. This is Sheriff Michaels here. Come in. Over.
Car 127 reporting. Scott here. Over.
All right, Scott. Be on the lookout for a...
Was he in that white MG that just took out?
He must have taken Janie's car.
Scott,
It's a white MG convertible.
he should be passing you on the Hill Road just about now. Apprehend immediately, but use extreme caution. It's our beach killer.
I just picked him up. He's turning into the Tri-Canyon Road. I'll continue the chase until further instructions. Over.
Good. Stay with him. I'll get the other canyons covered up. 10-4. He's locked himself in. Attention, all units. Attention, all units in the Tri-Canyon Road area. Sheriff Michaels here. Be on the lookout for a white MG convertible. Cover Malibu Canyon Road. I'll cover the Cliff Mountain Road myself. Report immediately as soon as vehicle is sighted. 10-4. All right, you kids, let's go.
did he do it, Sheriff?
I'm afraid he thought he was doing it for you.
For me?
That's right. Michaels, calling Sheriff Michaels. Car 127 reporting. Come in, please. Over. Michaels here. Go ahead, Scott. Over.
Suspect now turning into Cliff Mountain Road. You should sight him any minute now.
I got him, Scott. Okay, 10-4.
Can't you go faster, Sheriff?
Look, kid, relax. He's not getting away.
He must be insane.
Can't you catch him, Sheriff?
Not on these curves. Hold on! I guess we lost him.
Look back there, Sheriff. He must have gone over the cliff.
You're right. Come on.
I'm going down there. It's no use. You couldn't get within 50 yards of that car.